Yeah, oh my god.
No?
Oh Lord, okay.
See, there you go. It's perfect.
No.
It's
Welcome,
perfect.
welcome everybody to sorry, actually that was last week. I am so sorry. Welcome everybody to Dread Stead Gaming. We are currently having episode 4 of Built from Ash tonight. My name is Brian. I will be your DM. Let's just do a quick round of introducing ourselves. Nicolette, why don't you go first? Let us know who you are playing and what your favorite... Oh shoot, we did book last week, didn't we? That's a good one.
Team flavor.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, what's your favorite pizza flavor?
Oh, okay.
Do you mean
You mean
topics?
So-
toppings and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So, my name is Nicolette. I'm playing Astrea, who is a monk. So let's see. Favorite pizza. Oh, I feel like I have a lot. Okay, y'all are gonna hate me. I really like pineapple on pizza, so I'm a big Hawaiian fan. As well as, I like kind of just the everything pizza with some pepperoni, some sausage, some veggies on top. Give it all to me. All right.
All right. Fair enough. Next up is Reed.
What's up? I'm Reed. I'm playing Tiresias this week, the blind paladin. My favorite pizza is thin crust. Barbecue sauce replaces marinara. Chicken, bacon, and pineapple. That's my fucking jam.
There you go. I like it. I like it. Next up is Richard.
I am Rashard. I will be playing Zeph, the Genasi fighter. I'm a big fan of the Hawaiian pizzas as well. I'll also settle for just a plain pepperoni and mushroom, though, too.
I like it.
Two
Like it.
mushrooms.
Love mushrooms.
And next up is Keisha.
Okay. I am Keisha. I am playing so many games. I'm playing Lava, and I am a oh my gosh, this is a horrible day.
Fire Genasi.
I am a there you go, I'm so sorry.
You're good.
It's one of those days. It's the rain.
Yeah, it totally is.
I am a Fire Genasi rogue, and I am, well, my favorite pizza. I like trying different things, so I can't quite pinpoint it down to one. I will say though, there is a restaurant that I wish that they had here that can do all that stuff that Reed's talking about. Oh yeah.
Good barbecue
But
chicken
I don't
pizza is
have
good.
a specific.
Very much so.
Oh yeah, they got you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And my personal favorite is a meat lovers with jalapenos and banana peppers and pepperoncinis. So all the spice and all the meat loaded up, I'm good to go. So
Give Brian all the meat.
yeah, give me all the meat.
Give him the meat.
All right. Well,
No, that kind of sounds like that one pizza from the one movie with Tommy Lee Jones. It's called Carnivore.
yeah,
Every
basically.
time I see it, I want some.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. I want to try that.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. All right, guys. Well, let's hop into this. Who wants to take a little stab at a recap of what happened last episode?
Yeah, so last time that we played, we were still in the middle of encircling the town of Hester, searching for clues about these demon appearances. When the session started, we were ambushed from underground by an keg, which was quickly dispatched of. Also, it did spew quite a bit of acid and hurt us a little bit in the path. And then we continued our journey, finishing up around on the way. We found some interesting some more interesting markings on the trees that seemed maybe like methods, but they were maybe a little different. Could be bigger. Not really sure. And we followed them to the north of town until they kept getting more and more concentrated. We took a brief rest because I was out of the magic. My lighter focus needed a little recharge. And then we went to investigate this area with all the claw markings in the trees, and we found a cute little hut inside a owl that's been following us and watching us flew out and escaped, and we went and checked it out. Mostly Keisha's character, Lava, did most of the scouting, and found nothing inside, nothing directly incriminating. And I believe when we finished, we had just left the cute little wizard abode and had decided to wait there for possibly them to come back to have a chat or see what happens next. And while we were waiting, we checked out a strange pond in the backyard, which was strangely deep and foreboding and unnatural in its nature. I think those are the big points.
Yep, those are the big points. I know you probably still have your point of inspiration, but
I used mine
okay,
last
then
session,
there you
so
go. You get your
I
point of
will take-
inspiration back.
I will take that back.
There you go. There you go. Love to see it.
Nice.
All right. Well, as he said, you all find yourselves on the perimeter of the little clearing where this house and garden is. You had decided to stake it out for the evening, and you had taken watch, and nothing had really happened throughout the night. And morning comes. As you...
I will start the morning with a prayer to Voltis for bringing the sun to the earth and for choosing to bless us again with his light.
Okay. Well, as you all are sitting there...
Yeah, I'm just stretching. Zeph will be stretching as Voltis is doing prayers. Zeph will be like stretching and stuff like that.
All right. Doing your morning rituals, getting yourselves ready for the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Put in
as...
a couple minutes with my shake weight.
Yeah, exactly. Well, as you all are preparing for the day, as you're staying in the shadows of the perimeter of the clearing, waiting for any sign of life or movement around the house, something catches your eye emerging from this tree line east of the hut. An older lady, cloaked in a green robe with a tan shawl draped around her shoulders, long gray hair that's been pulled up into a bun, and walking slightly hunched over with a wooden cane in one hand. Hanging from her other arm is a thatched basket, seemingly empty from your perspective. She's slowly approaching the house, and can hear her humming a little tune to herself as she walks along.
What does the tune sound like? Do I recognize the tune?
It's not necessarily all that, like some normal common folk song or something. It's just her singing a little ditty to herself, from what you can tell.
I'm gonna keep my eyes locked on her and follow every single footstep of
Okay.
hers.
Oh yeah. I'm studying her up and down.
Okay. You see her coming from the east, and as she's approaching the house, she actually kind of diverts a little bit around towards you guys, because you are settled on the south side of the clearing. And then you can tell that she is actually circumventing the house and seemingly going towards the garden.
Is she within 60 feet of me at any point in time?
Yeah, at this point, she probably would be, right as she's getting around the front of the house.
Does she register anything outside of normal person to me and my little sensories?
No, not that you can tell.
Okay. I'm not going to pay special attention to her. I'm actually going to keep my awareness open around us for any things that may be following her or using her as a diversion.
Sure, make a perception check for me.
Yes, that's the first roll of the night. Here we go.
Let's get it started, boy.
Shake weight. That is an 0 for a total of 8.
8, all right. I will keep that in mind. But at the moment, it doesn't seem like there's much else that is around you. You do hear a few birds that are in the treetops above. Hear a squirrel kind of behind you, but that's about it. As she's approaching the garden, see her just doing her little humming and walking along. She starts to approach one of the plants that is a little uncommon. It's like this series of cattails, which you would find around like maybe a larger lake or something, but it was a little out of place in a garden. But you see her approach it, and she's sitting there and currently picking out one of the cattails. Takes a
know from my studies. Oh, sorry.
I was about to say, she just
what I know from my we're married, it's fine. What I know from my studies, what kind of plant it is and what it's used for.
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Second roll of the night. Here we go.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right, I love it. So, you have definitely heard of cattails being used for more potion making than anything. Not necessarily like spell casting or something like that, but there are a few potions that are made that are usually beneficial with some kind of cattail like powder that has been ground up into them and then dissolved in whatever acid usually is necessary.
Would I know if the potion is benevolent or malevolent?
Most of the ones that you know of are benevolent, like beneficial, not necessarily like going to do damage. There's the one that you can recall for sure is that there's one that is basically like a basic healing potion, but it really just heals like poisons.
Cool. I will tell the group about the cattails, and I don't think that she's an evil witch or anything. She seems nice. I'll say with a question mark.
Okay. Well then, about how far away is she?
At this point, she's probably about 90 feet away.
And she's walking around the house?
But she's already walked all the way around the house and is currently on the western side in the garden.
Okay. I want to follow her.
I'm just going to walk out of the
ahead.
tree line at her directly.
Okay. A few steps out from the tree line, you do see her turn around and go, "Ah, hello there. Visitors of not very common around here. Talon never said that anybody usually comes except for me.
Yeah, hello.
How can I help you?
We were actually hoping to speak possibly with, I don't know if he's your employer or friend, but or you, but the owner of this estate. We have been waiting for him for a couple of hours.
Talarin is the one who owns this little cottage here. He is a wizard. He does his own thing every once in a while. But he's my friend, and he lets me come and get some of the herbs that I need for my potions that I make.
And this tower in the wizard, your friend, how long have you known each other, and why does he live out here in this secluded place and not in the city?
Oh, I've known him for about 30 years or so. And to be honest, he just doesn't like people. So he found himself a little space out here and figured he'd grow some of his stuff that he needs for his spells, and yeah.
Is he the kind of I don't like people that we should be worried about, or will he be receptive to us wanting to
Oh,
talk?
no, he just doesn't like all the clatter and everything of the city.
I see. And what was your name? I feel awkward not knowing it.
Oh.
I'm Tiresias.
My name is Helen. I own one of the potion shops in town. It's called the Big Bubble.
The Big Bubble.
Yes.
That sounds lovely. I'll have to come by sometime and burst it.
That's a funny one.
And you are here to collect, I'm assuming, ingredients for the potions and magic you sell there.
That is correct. Talarin lets me have a little bit of some of the things he grows, and in exchange, anytime he needs a potion or two, I can let him have one.
That sounds fantastic. Does he have an owl with creepy eyes?
Well, he does have a familiar, yes.
We have seen one flying around and didn't know if it was his or not.
Yeah, it's very possible. Its name is, oh shoot, what was that little thing's name? Bluffatu? No. Was it Tuffanut? No.
Please let it be Fluffernutter.
No. It's, Puffery. That was right.
Yes, that's a very noble name for
Yes,
an owl.
Puffery.
Fantastic. Is it okay if we wait, do you think, on the front porch? Are we intruding if we wait here?
No, I don't think it's too, not that bad. Although I don't think he'll be back today. He did say that he was meeting up with somebody. He told me that he was going to be in the city today, and I was free to come by and take whatever needed.
Well, that's terrible luck on our part. We were hoping to see him here today.
Oh, well.
If we went to the city, do you know where we might find him?
Well, there's a few places. He knows a few of the people in the mage college. He used to go there, but I don't know if. Well, I mean, some of the more tenured professors probably know him. But for the most part, you're probably better off checking off at some of the magic shops in town. I mean, he does frequent them in case he needs new supplies and all that stuff. But
I
do remember, yeah, they said something about meeting someone, so maybe the college is your best bet. I don't know.
I don't mean to badger you with questions. I know your time is also precious, but
Oh, don't worry about me, honey. I'm an old woman.
I have never seen him before. Can you describe what he looks like so we might spot him if we do run into him?
Sure. Talrin is he's he's young for an elf probably, but he's I think he's only like 140 or something. But
In his prime, yeah.
yeah, something like that. He has long black hair. Usually wears it down to his shoulders. Um, he usually wears his favorite, favorite gold trimmed cloak. So, he does tend to stand out unless he's, along some of the more audacious people at the college. So.
So that's fantastic. And this may sound a little weird, but has he been acting strange at all lately, or pretty normal for him?
No, not that I know of, but then again, I only see him every few days. Where to get my
Well,
materials?
If I think we may, I have to talk with my friends, but we might try to go find him in the city.
Sure.
If you run into him before we do, mention Tiresias is looking to speak with him. We are staying at the Giggling Tickler or something like that. What's it called? It's,
The
it-
majestic
The
giggling.
The
majestic-
majestic kiss.
that's the one.
I love that pub.
It's nice. So if he could probably find us there, and hopefully either you will run into him or we will. And I think you've been incredibly helpful. I will turn over my left shoulder and kind of yell out at the tree line. Do you have any more questions for this lovely lady, Helen? She has been quite delightful.
Oh, stop it.
Does your voice come from the tree line?
No, mate, I think we're good.
I'll yell out and just, did you bless her with the light?
And I will yell back, that's gonna come next. Turning back to the lovely Helen. Have you by chance heard of the Lord of Light, Foltus?
Oh, yes, I remember the stories about Foltus. He's an interesting character, to say the least.
I am one of his emissaries and a keeper of his light, and if you would accept it, I would love to bless you as we depart and let some of his light continue to shine on you.
I would love a blessing. That would be wonderful, sweetheart.
And I will, sorry, give me a second to look up this spell. I will cast Ceremony, which will take 1 hour, and begins a long process of blessing this lovely soul with the light of Foltus. The blessing I will be bestowing on her. I'm torn, so I'm going to roll for it. Bestowing upon her the blessing of funeral rite. If she dies in the next 7 days, she will not become an undead.
Oh, okay. As you're going through this whole ceremony, you can tell
Oh my
the
God.
first minute, she's fine. You know, she's totally into it. A couple minutes later, you can see her like, okay, this is definitely, not what I was expecting. 10 minutes in, she's like, okay, yeah.
Now, this is a question for you, Brian. At about this time, if I realize how not into it she is, can I stop casting the spell, and will it still count as used?
I will say it won't, because it's a ritual, it won't count as used.
Great. About 10 minutes in, I will hopefully pick up on that and just kind of end it more abruptly than I was planning. and I will return to my friends.
Okay. Well, have a good time, dearie. And you see her like with this face of like, what the fuck just happened? As she goes back to the garden.
Yeah, so that was Helen.
Harry, why were you doing that to her?
She said she wanted a blessing from Fortis. I was
The
giving it.
long one? The long one.
Yeah, I mean, why
No.
not?
Nobody wants that. Except you. I'm just gonna.
No, there are many. There are many people who want the long light of Fortis within them.
The long light. Okay. And I just turn around and I'm just stifling a laugh.
The short light is for situations where there's not time, but we are not pressed for time.
Okay.
Amazing.
So where are we going?
Did you guys didn't have any more questions for the lovely Helen? She informed me that the owl is this wizard's familiar, that she is a friend of the wizard who lives here. His name is Tower. It's kind of hard to understand with all of her teeth missing, but
How
I
do
think
we
it
know
was
that
Tower.
she's not this person?
If you would like to assume that everyone is a disguise, we don't know anyone is anybody. But either way, the important part is that this person knows we're looking for them and wish to speak, and that we currently mean no harm, and if that is them, they probably would have said something. And if they don't want to be found, nothing's really changed. But Helen said we were to look for them in town, possibly at a magic shop, but also possibly at the school. Some of the professors may know them, and she gave me this lovely description of him. He is a quite dashing elf in his prime, of his long black hair, probably wearing a golden trimmed robe, so we can keep an eye out for that. So that's kind of the long and the short of it.
Amazing. Well,
But
should we go back to the school and look for somebody in some gold trim?
if you don't trust her, we could stay here and you could snoop.
Yeah, there's not much to snoop in. Not really. Well, yeah. If you guys want to go find him, and I'll stay here and watch the cottage.
You would be comfortable here alone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not going to let you do that.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about that. What if at least one of us stayed here with you? How long has it been, Astrea, since you have had some nice girl time? I know I monopolize a lot of your time.
Tyree, I am not leaving you. You know that. Don't even bring that up.
I'm telling you, you guys, I will be A-okay right here by myself. Trust
Well,
me.
but there's
I got
nothing
this.
else to see here. There's nothing else to see here,
But
though.
you guys are just gonna
Never
get
split the
a
party.
well.
I mean,
I don't want you to get attacked.
If we could split into two groups and tackle two birds with one stone, but I would be much more comfortable with 2 and 2 than 1 and 3.
You're muted.
I guess I could stay here then. I mean, it seems pretty boring, but if Lava's bent on staying here, then I guess it might be best to stay. But she did say he wasn't coming back for at least for some time. So
Well then, if that's the case, then. Well, did she say how long he was gonna be gone?
What time of day is it currently, Brian?
It's still morning, so probably about 8 or 9.
She said for the day, and so foreseeably
well,
the
then I'm
rest
not
of the
there.
afternoon.
It would be a nice little relaxing.
But I mean,
we got things to do.
what
Wait,
what are
you said that you were trying to, well, that he was going to a party?
no? I don't believe there's any party. He's going to she thinks possibly some of the magic shops. He often visits them to gather supplies and purchase or sell magical equipment or things. But also that he frequents the college which he attended at one point, she mentioned. Apparently, he is either friends or at least in touch with several of the staff members. I'm not certain if he himself is a staff member or not. Um, but she did mention that he doesn't like the city and the crowds, so he's probably not just hanging out in a bar. We should probably just check those few places. And I mean, if he does frequent the school, people have probably seen him and know who he is. So now that we at least have a name, we can say, "Hey, have you seen this Towering fellow?" If we are trying to speak with him.
Alright, well, I said, let's go. I'm following you guys.
I will lead the way and I will grab Tiresias by the hand and say, "You ready?"
Yeah.
All right, sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna head back to town.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I'll on the way back. There's really nothing that stops you. There's no major, interference on your trek back to the city. Basically, you take a little bit south. You can see the wall, and you just follow it to the gate. And as you get into the gate, there's some merchants passing in and out. The guardsmen kind of like give you a nod as you walk through.
I will nod back at each of them. Be blessed in the light of Foltis. You also, the light shines down upon you.
So where would you like to go in town?
I will start heading to the school. And maybe while we're there, we can ask about the whereabouts of Tauren. In my mind, that's Towren. Am I anywhere close?
Talren.
Talren.
Yep.
Right. I was this close to getting it right. That was my second guess.
Yeah, exactly.
I was spot on.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Keisha's got it.
We'll
So,
be able to say it next week.
how does
I got
the three of you feel about starting off at the college, at the school, and asking around? And if we don't find him there, we could check out some magical shops. So Helen also works at the Bloated Bubble or something like that. A magical potion shop in town, so we could try there. If they're friends, he could be there as well.
Yeah.
It was like, was it the Big Bubbler? Or Big Bubble?
It's just the big bubble.
I'm pretty sure it was a Bloated Bubbler.
Ew. No, I think going to the college makes sense because he's been there before, so we'll get the sitch on if he was a good student, if he was a bad student, what he did, as well as they'll know all the names of the magic shops in town.
Yeah, I think that's a solid idea.
Agreed.
And my orders from the Light of Voltus specifically are to search for a wizard summoning demons. And this person is a wizard, as described by Helen, and I think we are more likely to find wizards at the schools that trains wizards, so I think there's a higher chance of running into this summoner.
Yeah. Off we go.
After you.
Indeed.
Lead the
To
way.
Hester's Keep.
Okay. You make your way to Hester's Keep. It's another busy day in the town. There's quite a few people that are doing business, hawking wares out on the street. I need all of you to make a perception check for me.
Diggity dog.
17.
What kind of check are we doing? I'm sorry.
Perception.
All right.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. That was a 10 for me. A dirty 10.
22.
So dirty.
It's the dirtiest of 10s.
Is it 20 what?
22.
Okay.
20.
20. And what was yours, Nicolette?
17.
Okay, so 17, 20, 22, and 10. So Tyree is basically just going along, making sure to keep close to everybody. And Estrella is giving him, the lowdown on what's going on around them, telling him about the different wares that they're passing, the different shops. Both Zeph and Lava, as you're going through the town, you hear multiple conversations as you're passing these stalls that are talking about the Golden Suns. You would assume they are like an adventuring group or something.
Wait. Don't we know whose they are?
No.
Damn it! That was the Silver Eagles.
Yes.
Shit.
Silver Eagles and the Golden Clouds. Golden Suns. So the Golden Suns are, from what you can pick up, they seem to be in town, which is apparently a big deal.
So who was walking in the front? Estrella and...
It was me.
Estrella and Tyrese,
Okay.
yes.
Guess I
So
should
I'm
do
going
this.
to
was the
slow
stream.
back. I'm going to slow down.
Okay.
I'm going to slow down and listen a little bit more. Try to be nosy.
Okay. You basically are,
about them.
you take a little second and you kind of like sidle up to a stall, acting like you're looking at some of the wares as two older women are sitting there talking, and you hear one of them say, "Did you hear? The Golden Suns are here in town. I heard that last time they were here, they ended up, well, causing a little bit of trouble. And they got in deep with one of the local lords and caused a bit of an uproar. Something about him being involved with this cult. I don't know. That was a few years back. It was a few years back, but they've been doing their own thing since. But I mean, it's been a while since they've been here in Hester. I wonder what they're here for."
Interesting. And what stand am I at?
As you're taking a look, it's basically like a little jewelry stand.
Whoa.
They have
A
yeah.
non-magical jewelry.
Right,
stand,
yeah,
right?
no,
Just jewelry.
it's just some basic stones and stuff. You can tell that there's some not like very like intricate detail work on some of this. It's definitely handmade, and whoever this woman is that's running the stall is, she's older, isn't as like popular as you would say whoever has a brick and mortar shop, but she just has this little stall that she sells her wares at.
All right, cool. Can I get the name of her shop?
Sure. It is literally just like, if you see the little wooden plank at the top, you can see carved into it, it says Callie's Gems.
All right. And I'm gonna just put everything back down that I was looking at, and I'm going to catch back up with them.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to them and I'm gonna be like, hey. Well, I'll wait until we get to the school.
Okay. As
Oh, and Tyree, over here, you see there is a stall that is filled with the most beautiful armor. If only you could see it. I kind of give him a little nudge.
Yeah, it would be fantastic to wear it, but even better to see it. It's a shame that I may never be able to see again.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Isn't yeah.
And I will
And I just keep
quickly
walking.
move in very close and give Estrella a huge hug and set her back down.
Mm. Yep.
Don't
Yeah.
forget Moby
So
on me.
I know. Just I try to make jokes and then it just makes me feel bad.
Yeah, don't feel bad. I can see more than you even without eyes. I'm not lacking.
Do I hear this conversation between them?
no, you had passed back a little bit, so you haven't quite caught up to
Alright.
them again.
Darn. All right. Cool.
Zeph does, though.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Turning
I'm not gonna-
back,
I hear it.
turning back to Zeph. Zeph, is your name short for anything, or is it just Zeph?
Yeah, it's just Zeph, mate. It's just Zeph.
It's not like an abbreviation for Zephysando or something crazy cool.
No, just Zeph.
Could I call you Zephysando just because
Nope.
it's cool? No, just
Nope,
Zeph. Okay,
Zeph.
that's
It's
fine.
shorter. It's to the point.
What if we made it even shorter and I just called you Z?
Well, it's one letter, so I guess that'll work. I mean,
It's short, it's to the point.
it is, but I don't think Zeph and Z are necessarily any shorter than.
Then I could
Go
just
on.
call you if you want. We could go to the other end of the word.
It seems kind of hard to hear, wouldn't it? Like in the forest and whatnot. Like
It's kind of stealthy though. It's kind of nice. That's easy to hide.
it's almost too stealthy, right? Isn't it? Like it's like the sound of a leaf crunching. If
Tell you what.
make that, huh?
So next time we're on a covert operation and I need to get your attention, I will move. And if it's not covert, I will refer to you as Z.
Sounds good, mate.
Then we'll know. You could call me T.
That works. Yeah, we'll give it a test run and see how it works.
Sounds good, Z.
I like it, T.
I look back at Zeph and I'm just like, I still like calling you Smokey.
Yeah, I guess
Then
that
I'll turn
could
back
work,
around.
too. I mean,
Smokey Z.
that didn't.
Smokey Z.
Hey, look, it's the school. It's right there.
You guys do approach the
Hey.
school right as you're having this conversation, so.
So,
Are there guards?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, there is definitely a set of guards. There's not only like big wooden gate, but there is a gatehouse next to it. The guards at the college wear slightly different clothes than the guards at the rest of the town. You can tell that they, in addition to having their blades, most of them also have some kind of book on the other side.
So, are we going to go to Archmage Banners? Not Thanos.
I mean, we could. I don't know
Banners?
if there's a reason to. If it's an archmage hasn't been visited by a specific individual, it may not be helpful at all. But it's quite possible that one of these fine guards or a random person who's been walking around the college would have seen them, or maybe knows that they're here or they're not. I would be inclined to talk to the guards.
Well, if you're gonna talk to the guards, I think it's a good idea to talk to some teachers or professors.
Sure.
So you talk to the guards, and we're all in the same area. Is it okay to split the party now?
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but you're welcome to go where you wish. Where should we meet when we're done?
Is this like a little amphitheater in the center?
Yeah, you can see the amphitheater that you did see that class that was being taught the other day. There's currently just some students kind of sitting in some of the spots, doing homework from what it looks like, or individual studies.
You wanna meet in the center at the theater, just in case you have somewhere else that you like lead you somewhere else.
Sure. We might need a time. It's probably an hour or two from noon. Is that incredibly off, Brian?
No, I mean you're about right.
Why don't we try to meet here at the zenith of the sun, when the light of Voltus is highest in the sky?
Okay.
When your shadow is directly
sure.
underneath
So,
you, we will meet here.
In other words, just meet you when my stomach starts growling.
It means noon, love. It means noon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll just think to look at the sky when it's super hot. All right. Super high sky. Gotcha. All right. Did anybody
picking
want to
up.
come with me?
Yeah, I guess I'll tag along.
All right. Cool. And all right, you guys going to be strictly looking for Talarum?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's kind of the next thing we know is, hey, there's all these claw marks around your place. We were hoping to talk to you about what's up. If you've seen demons, are you summoning demons? Do you know who's summoning demons?
We'll go over it before we talk to him.
No problem. All right. So meet in the center at the theater, and you guys be safe. All right.
Yeah. Hey, Z,
Yeah.
keep
yeah,
it real.
Z. What is this Z?
Yeah, mate. You too. I will keep it Really?
In case you were thinking of making it fake, don't make it real.
I don't play make believe, mate. I take all jobs seriously. I mean, I. But yeah, you too, mate. Keep it real, keep it bright. I guess.
I like that.
You
Right,
can
so
take
let's
it.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's happening here.
I'm getting
Alright.
impatient and just tapping my feet. Like, come on.
All right, Estrella. All right. I'll see you. All right.
I'll
We'll catch up at
see-
lunch.
I'll see you, Elle.
Yeah. Hey. Hey.
All right. Sounds like a plan. All right, so you guys decide to split up for right now. This is actually a really good place for us to take a little bit of a break. We're going to have a shorter night tonight because we are going to be, some of us, me and the rest of the Dread Stead Gaming team, are going to be doing our 24-hour stream with Stack Up Charities tomorrow. And so we are getting some stuff ready tonight for that. So we're having a shorter night on the D&D stream tonight, but don't worry, we will make it worth your time by having 24 hours of content tomorrow. So, so we will take a bit of a break. We will be back at 8:12, and we will see you all then.
Yeah, keep it real.
we're back.
ZLAT.
DALT. Mm-hmm.
Welcome back. All
Hey.
right, guys, and we will pick up right where we left off with you all splitting up as you entered the college. Let's start with Tiresias and Estrella as you are going to approach the guardhouse. Is that correct?
Well, if there's guards at the main gate, I think we'll start there.
Yeah.
All right. Do I?
Hey,
how many of them
why
do I
don't you-
see?
Why don't you take this one?
Oh. Oh, I'll try, but I don't like people.
They're not people, they're guards.
Exactly. I don't like guards or people. It just back me up if something happens.
Don't worry. I'm here.
Okay. I know. So, I guess I will lead the way to where the guards are,
Yep.
wherever we see them.
Yep. You you basically just have to approach the gate. There's one on each side of the gate itself. One of them, the closest one to you, is wearing his guard outfit. You know, there's essentially like a set of chainmail, and over it is a tabard with the symbol of the Rune Keepers. He has his sword on his left hip, and on the right is a tome, it looks like, bound in some leather and attached to his belt. There's, his normal epaulets, not necessarily like very fancy, but definitely armored up. Looks to be about a human, maybe mid-30s.
Hello.
Hi.
I like that book of yours. It's very nice looking.
Thanks.
My brother and I here had a question for you.
Oh, I'm just a guard. I'm not a person.
I told you. I look at Rachel. Have you seen an elven man with black hair down to his shoulders and a gold-trimmed robe?
Probably. You're thinking of Talrin, right?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, he comes by every once in a while. A lot of the professors meet with him. I think Banners likes to do lunch with him. And, I know he met with Melithil the other day. So, but I don't know. I don't think I've seen him this morning. Maybe. No, not this morning.
Okay. How frequently does he come to the school, would you say?
Oh, every few days.
Why does he come every few days if he's not a teacher?
Because he knows the teachers. He seems to get along well with them.
I look back at Tiresias and say, anything else?
No, I think that's great. How long are you on shift, a fine person?
Probably until lunch, and then I should be getting my relief.
If you see him before you leave, could you just tell him that Tiresias is looking for him?
Sure. Where can he find you?
Well, we hopefully will be playing a game where we are looking for him and he is looking for us, and we don't just miss each other. But I heard he may be here in the school, so we will be here for a little while, and then we will be checking out some magic shops in town where we heard he also visits. After that, we will probably be spending the night at Majestic Tickler or something like that.
Oh, the
Giggler,
giggler.
brother, giggler.
Yeah, the Giggler, that's the one. We will be there in the evening. If you see him, feel free to send him our way.
All right. I'll let him
Oh.
know.
And good guard, what is your name?
It's Jason.
Chasen or Jason?
Chasen.
Okay. Well, I guess we will head on in and see if we can find this guy.
Sure.
And I'll just start walking.
Okay.
Jason, thank you so much for your time.
Sure thing.
Be blessed with the light of Foltis.
Oh. Okay.
Whether you want it or not.
Yep. That's okay.
I'll lift one of my high wraps and just like bloop, poke him with some light. You've been blessed.
Thanks.
Come on, brother, come on. I'm like hollering at him.
Okay.
I will catch up as best I can.
Sounds good. He rolled a natural 20 on his perception check to hear you say that at the beginning. So
Yeah.
that was fun.
The gods are not people, they're just gods.
Yeah, they're just guards, not people. All right, and then we will go to Lava and Zeph. Where are you going first?
Do you have any idea of where you would like to go, or does it matter? You just following me?
I'm just following you. I mean,
All right, so they went up here to the big circle building, correct?
I think so. I wasn't really paying attention.
Well, it's part of the gate
okay,
there at the
okay.
top. So that blue building that goes with the road.
I'm going to go all the way down here to the bottom where the H. I'm gonna go over to the building closest to the H.
Yeah, sounds good. You would know that's where the lecture halls were. So whenever you went to go see Tyoneer at the Conjuration Lecture Hall, that's where you went to go, with the big pillars outside.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So, I'm looking for somebody who is either teaching or somebody who looks like a teacher, professor, scholar of sorts. Okay.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Oh. 17 plus 4.
Okay, 21, yeah. In this vicinity over here, you definitely see a bunch of students that seem to be coming out of one lecture hall. If you take a second and look, it's the Evocation Lecture Hall. And other than that, it doesn't look like there's any teachers in this general area. You do know that some of the offices are on the other side of the keep.
Okay. So I wouldn't be trying to catch any of the professors coming out.
You never know. You might have one coming out of this lecture hall as all these students are filing out.
Not a problem. And also, is it possible to take a look and see if I see anybody wearing a cloak in gold trim?
Yeah, with your 21 perception roll, you don't... I mean, there are quite a few people actually in gold trim robes. Some of the, what you would assume, upperclassmen or something like that, people that are coming for more prodigious lessons, seem to be wearing more gilded robes. But none of them really fit the exact description of Talrin that you were given.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to just go ahead and guess we're going to head over to the offices.
Okay.
All right.
So you
There's too many gold trims, but none of them look like him.
So you guys go to the offices on the northeast corner, basically where you had met Archmage Banners before. And as you enter the building, you do see that there is a guard stationed on the inside of the door to the right. And as soon as you walk in, he stands up and goes, "How can I help you?"
I am looking. We're trying to find. I guess he would be a student, but his name is Tyler, and I give him the description. And would you happen to know anybody like that, or know of anybody who would hang around him if you do know him?
I know Talarin. He comes and meets with the teachers occasionally. Banners, Melithil, Zayatal. There's also... Oh, yes, he met with Philania the other day as well, but I think his most recent lunch was with Melithil. And that was, I think that was yesterday.
You mentioned Felania. Who's Felania now?
Oh, Philania is one of the instructors, and she teaches illusion.
Illusion. All right. And you said his most recent lunch was with
Archmage Melithil, yes.
Milithil.
Yeah.
Right. That's the conjuration mage, is it?
Oh, no. Evocation.
Evocation.
Yeah, that war bastard.
War bastard. That's.
Oh,
You
that's his nickname around here. He's a bit of a hard ass, to say the least.
Oh yeah, I remember that when we briefly ran into him. There, he was a. Yeah, hard ass is definitely a way to put it.
Definitely.
You ever know that
you mentioned a
Talon?
couple.
Go ahead, Lava.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
That Tarum guy. You ever known to be up to anything funny? Anything a little bit off?
That's the thing with all these mages. There's always something going on. Some of them are always pushing boundaries, stuff like that. But no, I don't think Tolerance necessarily one to cause trouble, per se. I know that he doesn't like to be inside the city walls all that often, because some of the magic that he does has the possibility of causing damage if people are caught in the wake. Whenever he studied here, he was specialist in evocation. That's why he gets along so well with Melithil. I think Melithil actually private tutored him for a while. But,
Right.
But you
Yeah,
mentioned that there was
looking
a few
types.
other professors that he met with besides the Phileron and.
Oh yeah, Archmage Banners likes to meet with him every once in a while. But then again, Banners likes to keep in touch with all of his students.
What does Banner specialize in?
Conjuration. He's the one who deals with summoning and teleportation and all that jazz.
Okay. I have a question, because we're not from here. What is the Golden Sun?
Golden Suns. They're an adventuring company. They've been around for wow, that's 20 years or something like that. They're some veterans, to say the least. They've been known to get on some pretty dangerous missions. I think the most notable one that I know of is there was a rampaging archdevil that was causing some issues with a bunch of different places. He was summoning his minions in the Ashen Isles and in actually some of them are even near Cirrus City itself. But they managed to not only destroy his minions, but they chased him to his plane and then killed him there.
Interesting.
Yes.
That's quite interesting.
So they're powerful enough to shift between the planes and fight archdevils, so if that tells you anything.
It does. It does. It tells me a lot. Did you have any more questions, Flood? I'm sorry.
Not
Okay.
really. I mean,
Sorry.
I don't know what the big hubbub is with the whole like planes thing. I mean, I could do that. Well, probably, but I mean, it's not a big deal. I'm sure they're not that special. But no, I don't have any more questions or anything like that.
All right. If you need anything, let me know.
In your name, I'm sorry, one more time.
Oh, I'm a Jesu.
And you do what here? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm basically just the guard here at the offices, making sure
Okay.
that people get to their appointments on time and all that jazz.
Well, you don't sound too thrilled. Don't sound too thrilled.
Oh, it's fine. It's not that bad. It's definitely a cushier guard job. I'll tell you that.
I do have one last question. Have you seen Tyron today?
I don't think so, but I did see him yesterday.
Okay. Did anything seem off about him or anything?
No, he met with Melithil. I think he was asking him about, I don't know, something about some of the students, and then he went off to the dorms before he left, I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. You have a lovely one.
And you too.
And your town is quite beautiful.
I wish I could say I contributed to it, but kind of been here for over 1,000 years.
Well, you have a good one.
And you as well. Let me know if you need anything.
All right. Do you have any plans of going anywhere? Seth?
Oh, what? Oh, I'm sorry. Got caught up in the tiles here. No, I
In the
got.
tiles.
Yeah, you ain't noticed the tiles on the ceiling? Yeah, like there's a lot of them. I mean,
You look up and there's something about the ceiling that kind of seems off. As you look at one spot, if you're looking closely at it, everything around it seems to shift. But if you look to the shifting part, that stops, and then everything around that seems to shift.
You remember those puzzles that Emba used to steal from the village, and it was like you had to get really close and bring it real close to your face. It looks sort of like one
right.
of those, but it just
Yeah.
keeps moving. It's just
Yeah,
weird.
you're right. Okay, that's what it is. No, I don't have any other questions. Don't really have any other places to go. I think our best bet is going to be with that town roommate and whatever he may have. I think he's going to have the most information. But that last fella, he said he was a Jesu. Like, is that a
Majessu.
type of people, or like, is that a place to be from?
I
No,
think
that's just
was
his name.
And he talked about this thing called jazz. I'm not sure what that is. I've never heard of it before. But he seemed pretty comfortable about it. So Jesse was his name,
Yeah.
not a place. And Jazz isn't a place that comes from Jesu. All right, we can go.
I'm gonna just look so confused and just turn around and just walk away.
All right.
Like,
Mission accomplished.
There you go. As you finish up talking to the guard and head out, and to each other and head out, you guys meet up in the amphitheater as you come into the center of the keep.
what up, Double A?
Hey. What did you guys find out?
So, I'm going to tell her that tile room is I'm gonna say it probably wrong. Evacuate.
Evocation.
What is
Yeah.
his
Evocation.
Yep.
evocation specialist? And I do believe it was possibly one of his old professors. He has lunch with a lot, named Melifil. He had lunch with him yesterday.
Yeah, we found that out also.
Well, he's also had lunch with another professor named Phileron, who is a specialist in illusion, and another one who is named Banner, and he is a specialist in conjuring.
You
And
guys
he
met.
likes to live in the
Yeah, you guys met Archmage Banners the other day.
met him, and he likes to live out by himself because he doesn't want to put anybody in harm's way with his spells. What did you guys find out?
Honestly, not that much more. Basically, he comes to school every few days to have lunch with the professors, and the guard had not seen him today yet.
Yeah, he seems to be
That's
kind of
basically
MIA.
We also told the guard to send him to the inn that we may be staying at, the Majestic Fluffer.
Majestic Giggler?
That's the one. So we should probably spend the night there tonight, just in case they send him towards our way. And we did hear also that he had spent some time in the students' dorms, so maybe we could crush 2 chickens with 1 stone, and also go check up on that student who was missing that we wanted to look into, who also stayed at the dorms. And see what Sahir, was that his name? Sahar? Sihar?
So here.
Sahir. We could go inquire about Sahir, and also if anyone has seen or spoken to Talia recently, and possibly what about at the same time.
Yeah, that sounds good. I like that.
Yeah. DM, do we know if there's only one dorm or if there's multiple dorms or?
There is a couple sets of dorms, but if you look at the map, it's the top left corner, so near the lecture halls. So there's the one that's the big circle one, and then there's a shorter one that's only a few stories tall, in the corner there.
Yeah, so one on the top left is Kappa Data Sigma, and the one on the sort of middle with the circle is Sigma Sigma Alpha. But they're both co-ed, I believe.
Love it.
What?
That is amazing.
We don't know which one Zahir was in. Sahir.
Salnir? No.
Was that the name of the student? I wrote down Sahir, like Sahir.
Salnir.
It's possible that your L and your N ran together to make an H.
You've been watching too much Legend of Korra.
Yo.
Yeah.
Um, it wouldn't be
Wow.
hard, I would imagine, to just ask some of the students, hey, did this homie G stay with you or not? We could probably figure it out.
Research has gotten
Yeah, if you-
usually like hip lately.
Yeah, I've been trying to pick up on the lingo of the students walking around. I think I'm doing a pretty good job.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
It's important to stay up to date and trendy when it comes to recruiting. I don't want them to think I'm some old stingy Faultus worshiper. Faultus is cool and hip.
Right. You don't want to be a fossil.
Yeah,
That's important.
I'm up with the times, man.
That's
And
good.
as he
Okey-dokey,
says that,
let-
I'ma just turn and walk away. Also, like
Yeah, I
both
was
of
gonna,
you.
that's exactly what I was gonna do.
The moment he just started doing the young and hip.
That's what kids do, say young folks. They walk around in packs and say snap
do that.
all the time.
Do that. Huh? Is this what you do? Praise him.
I think they only do this at clubs.
Hey. Well, no.
That canon?
It was the name. I don't know what you did.
Yeah, they've been talking a lot about this thing called
There you go, Brian.
the stinky leg. I'm not sure what that is.
But I thought you was hip.
I'm getting there. I think I have some. My work is never done. You learn all the lingo and then they come up with something new. But anyway, let's go to the dorm, yeah?
Yeah. When we see a student, can you talk to them like how you just were?
Yeah, I will give it my best shot.
I want to see if they'll understand your lingo.
I think it's gonna work really well.
Well,
I mean,
um,
it's not my lingo; it's their lingo. So
I think he's
well,
got a good shot.
I guess
mean,
we should go. Yeah.
he's been doing his research.
All right.
Oh.
You guys gonna
Yeah.
approach one of his students?
I would like to make it to a dorm first.
Okay.
Yes.
I would imagine we are the closest to the circle dome,
That's correct.
Sigma Alpha, so we could start there.
Yeah. Absolutely. As you guys get close, there's a couple students milling about outside, kind of out on the lawn area. There's a couple of them that are just sitting there and chit-chatting. A couple of them reading books.
Are they slacklining?
Hell yeah.
No.
What happened last week?
I think there is one. There's like two of them over in the corner playing hacky sack or something. But
Yeah, those are my people. I'm gonna walk over to the hacky sackers.
they just kind of look at you, and then as they do, you see them stop moving their legs, but the hacky sack is still like moving.
What a bunch of ponies. What's
What?
up, peeps? How's it going?
Fine. How are you?
Oh,
No, I don't.
Oh, well, pretty good. I mean, Great.
Yeah,
Anyway.
sure.
I saw you over here flipping your sack. I thought I might come try with you.
Who are you?
They called me the T-Dog.
T-Dog. Yes, I
Yeah.
see.
I'm gonna be coming in. I'm looking to find someone actually, but I thought maybe if we were friends, you might be able to help me out.
Uh-huh. Right.
I'm gonna lean over to Estrella and be like, "That's your brother."
I've been trying to find my homie G, Sal here. I heard he hasn't been home in a few days.
Well, he was here last night.
Do you know which dorm he stays in? I'd love to chat with him,
Yeah,
Get the 611 from him.
he's here. I think he's on the 13th floor.
Nice.
Which, if you look at the tower, it doesn't look like it's 13 stories tall.
And we can hear him say it's on the 13th floor,
Oh,
right?
100%.
Yeah, I'm not going on
Yo.
nothing that's 13 floors. No.
I'd like to make an insight check on my homie G's.
Sure.
That's what you hear Lava start screaming out. I am not going on the 13th floor. Nope. Nope.
That's an 11.
You don't really know what these kids are talking about.
Does it make sense to interpret that as, magic?
Yeah.
Great. I'll actually stay that.
You walked into a lecture hall that had 8 doors and then didn't, like, whenever you got inside, only had one. So, you would assume.
So I'll, kind of nod my head in an understanding way. Yeah, magic. Cool, bro. And, I'll catch you on the side of the flip. T-dog out, and I'll walk over to the dorm.
You hear one of them say to the other, "Who was that freak?"
I literally told them my name. Like, come on, guys. Take notes.
Alright. What would you like to do?
I'm going to the 13th floor.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow him because I don't know where he's going.
Okay. Is Lava going to the 13th floor?
I'll go inside, but I will stop at the 12th floor.
Okay.
Zeph is holding his sides, laughing, but he's trying so hard to just keep it in that they're just coming out and like sounds constantly like. But he's just following in line.
Love it. Love it. All right. As you guys get up to the 13th floor, so this is basically like a spiral tower, and there's a staircase in the middle, and on each floor that you come to, there's a bunch of branching out rooms. You would assume that there's obviously a bunch of students, and as you pass by the first floor, you can see, oh, there's a nameplate on this one, and then there's nameplates on all the different doors for what you would assume to be the different students. Takes you a little bit, but it just keeps winding up, and you do eventually get to the 12th floor, where Lava will stop, and then the 13th floor.
Are you really not coming up this
Nope.
last floor?
Nope.
Why not? Is it? I mean,
All
it's
the
a-
cool
it's a-
kids are on 13.
It seems like every home that I've lived in since we've been apart, if it had more than 12 floors, something always bad happened on the 13th. So, no. If you need me, call me. But if not, I'll be
Alright.
standing right here. I'm gonna keep an eye out.
all right, if you're sure, I mean, I guess that's fine.
All right, cool. I'm just saying,
I will head on up to 13 and begin. Are there like nameplates on doors? Are there identifiers?
Yeah, there are. There are nameplates next to the doors. You do see 2 of them side by side. One of that kind of catch your attention. One of them is Balin, the name of the young elven woman that you have met a couple times. And next to hers is Salnir Redrock.
Yeah, I'm going to just walk up to Salnia and knock on their door.
Okay. You wait a little bit.
Does it seem like there's multiple people in a room, or it's a room per person?
Room per person.
I will try the handle. I'm not trying to break in. I just want to see if it's unlocked.
It's unlocked.
I open it.
All right. And as you enter the dorm room, a few smells hit you right as you open the door. Some caustic brew that you can pinpoint coming out of a cauldron in the corner. A slight smell of rotten eggs. A strong smell of body odor. And all of it seemingly trying to be masked by a cheap cologne. The dorm room that you see is sizable for what you expect a student to be in. There's a couple desks, one with papers strewn all about it, and the other with a bunch of small vials filled with different colored liquids. The cauldron that you can smell is sitting next to a fireplace with a little cooking set on the little counter next to it. There are a few shelves lined with books, and a couple shelves lined with jars full of various ingredients. Some that look like sand or dirt, and some with various small creature parts suspended in fluid, and a bunch of different herbs.
When you say herbs, do you mean like
Yes.
herb or like...
Also,
Okay,
yes.
Great. That's great.
Let me give you a quick little visual.
Oh, shit. Look at that.
We can make it a little bit bigger.
Oh, yeah. The lighting is so cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
we go.
Pretty dope.
Whoever
That's
runs
hot.
I was about to say,
page
let me
step it up.
show them that. There we go. So this is the dorm room that you see.
And where are we in the orientation of this room?
You would have just walked in, right about. I believe the door is. Oh, it would have been right here. And you do see that there is a staircase leading up as well.
Yeah, as I enter, I will just say very loudly, Salnia, I'm coming into your room. I don't want to surprise you if you're here.
Okay. You don't hear anything in response.
Can I investigate? You said something smelled like eggs. Would I recognize that as the same sulfur smell that we've smelled before?
Roll an investigation check.
$19.
You definitely can pick up on something similar, yeah. Also, that smell, the cauldron that is right next to the desk with all the papers on it, and you happen to glance over and look, and there is a note that is right on top of like a group of papers. And it says, Salnir, I know what you're trying to do. I might be able to help you out. Come see me at my house north of town. My door is always open to you, my friend. Stay strong. Talrin.
Huh. Okay. I don't say anything, but I just kind of motion everybody over, like, come here, and then I point out the note. So I think, something's going on between these two fellows.
Wait. I'm not quite done yet.
Can you read it aloud? That's difficult
Oh,
for me.
Nope.
God. What? Oh, shit. Shite. Yeah, something's definitely going. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Keep it down. I honestly think we need to leave, like, get out of the room now.
That's a good idea.
Why do you think that?
Because we just need to go. I just feel like something bad's gonna happen, and yeah. We just need to go.
Will you explain as we leave? Because I
Yes.
am very confused.
Yes. Come on, let's go. And I push everybody out.
Okay. You all hurriedly exit out of the
on-
dorm.
On the way, do I sense anything malevolent, evil, or celestial, undead, fiendish while in this chamber?
Make a perception check for me.
That's a 13 for the floor of 13. Boom.
You do not see anything that would give off that kind of aura. But also, you guys are kind of in and out real quick. So.
Okay. Works for me.
I think we need to get out of the storm as quick as possible. I'll explain once we're out
Didn't
the
we want
door.
to talk to Salmon's neighbor?
No, man. I think Estrella's right. Let's go and get out of here and
Yeah.
let's talk outside
just have
maybe.
I think we need to go.
And I will reach for Tirese's sleeve, not aggressively or anything, but just hurriedly, like, come on, man, let's go.
I will not fight it. I will follow.
Okay. You guys
We go down the stairs.
go down the
see
stairs.
them
I mean,
coming down.
yeah. On the first flight down, you catch up to Lava. Lava, you see them very
Lava, we need to go.
hurriedly leaving.
All right. Is there like
I'll
a
explain.
rail, like a banister going all the way around?
Yeah, there is.
Ooh, can I try sliding down it?
Sure. Roll acrobatics for me.
Oh,
Ooh.
potential 12-story drop incoming.
I'll take that one. 21.
Hey!
All right.
Huzzah!
You aren't able to slide all the way down, like definitely not skater style. But you are able to basically like do a little, like put your butt up on it and keep your balance as you're going around the whole thing.
Let's do this.
So you do manage to slide basically the whole way down as everybody else is going around.
Keep up, guys.
I swear sometimes I forget which one of us is older.
All right, and you guys get to the bottom of the tower.
I will look over to my hacky sack brothers on my way out. Are they still there?
Yes.
I'll give them a nod.
No.
They
I
just
see
kind of
where
like
he's looking and I just
Yeah, we
pull him.
keep moving. We keep moving.
You can't stop me from nodding my head.
All right, Ty, let's do this. Come on, bro.
Well, that is not my name for anyone.
Oh, it's not, is it?
He's very particular. I'm so sorry.
T-Dog is acceptable if you want to go there.
No, I'm gonna just start giggling. As I just continue to walk away, I'm just keep giggling.
okay.
I'm gonna lead them out of Hester's Keep.
All right.
And be like, as we're walking out, I'm like, keep it rad, bro.
No. I'll do my best Estrella impression. I'm trying to just say no and keep us
No.
moving. No.
Just curious, when do we get to stop and hear what's going on?
Let's go somewhere other people can't hear.
Where is
there
that?
an alleyway or?
Yeah, you can find yourself a little spot next to one of the shops.
Okay. So I'm gonna lead everybody in there. Round up. Okay. I'm gonna keep this short, brief, and very quiet. Tyree, I know you can see things with your vision, but I saw some stuff that alerted me some stuff was going on. So first off, the smell was that sulfur smell we'd smelled before with the lesser demons. So immediately I recognized that. Two, there was a note on the desk that was from Talron that said, "I know what you are doing. Come visit me north of town and I will help you."
Yeah, it didn't
From
seem right.
Talron.
Something didn't seem right
No.
about that.
No,
Maybe
and it's strange.
it's a good thing.
That
know,
can't be
it's-
good, mate. I mean, he's been
Why
missing.
can't it be good?
If he's been
Yeah.
missing for days,
Maybe he's
and, like,
planning a surprise party for a professor.
Maybe just shut up a minute. I love you, but shut up.
My eyes are
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
put my
wide.
hand on his head.
My eyes are gonna
No,
get wide, be like, ooh.
Just hear me out. I think Zeph has the right idea. I mean, he has been missing for days on end and nobody knew where he was, and then he magically appears and he's not where they say he should be. Something just does not add up.
yeah, I mean that guy Talon's back, but no one's heard from Solnir. I mean, he's trying to do something. This guy offers to help outside of the safety of the school and the barrier that the school has. So, I mean, all signs just point to this guy having all the potential answers that we need as far as what's going on. He may not be the guy behind it, but he's our best chance at figuring out what might be going on.
I agree. I think we need to check the shops. Since he wasn't at the school, he's probably at one of the magic shops. And after that, Tiresias said that we'll be at the Majestic Giggler.
Yeah. Hopefully he comes looking for us, but
I know, he might not even come, so maybe we should say if he doesn't come by 7 p.m., we go back to his place or something.
yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
I mean, maybe if he's got something to hide, he may not like. They're just random people now looking for him.
Right.
Wasn't there
He
a
probably
shop?
won't come, yeah.
Wasn't there a shop he was supposed to be going to? A bubble or something?
Big bubbles.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that
I
was
think that's the one.
Oh yeah, that was the old lady's, but I don't think it's open today because she was getting the herbs to make the
Oh,
potions.
right. True.
Well, it
But-
doesn't help to. Well, it does help,
Yeah.
but we can still just go check out the shops. We can just all.
Yeah.
Well, I would say split up and take shops to shops because they should be all very close together, right? Possibly. Well, maybe.
No telling.
If they are close together, we could possibly, interrogate other people. Are we okay with interrogating?
I can. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess I got no issues with that. Oh, I definitely don't actually. But
Just in case I feel like we need to. You have anything you want to say there, Mr. Tiresias? You're looking quite like you're in a thought. If I could see your face past that, I feel like you're in a thought.
Tiresias will say nothing.
I'm sorry, brother. You can talk. I just wanted to get my words out before I would forget. You can go ahead.
We can do whatever you guys want.
Do you think it's smart going to the magic shops? Or do you think we should just go straight to the tavern? Or do you think we should go to the hut north of town?
I am not under the impression that what I think is important anymore.
You are important to all of us.
You are
You are
smart.
especially.
You are kind. You are important.
Don't forget to write it on the mirror so you can look at it every day when you wake up. I seem to be incredibly outnumbered with 3 people who would prefer to assume the worst in every situation and never give anyone the benefit of the doubt. So conclusions that the 3 of you are jumping to I find to be ridiculous for the little amount of information we have available at the current time.
What would you suggest we do?
Listening.
Well, not run out of a room for no reason. I feel like there was a lot more there we could have actually learned instead of jumping to 30 conclusions about something we know nothing about.
I was just
and,
worried he was going to come into the room and then tell on us or hide whatever he
Tell on
was
us
doing.
for what? We
And
accepted a quest to investigate something, and we are doing exactly that. And the man, as you suggested, has been claimed missing for several days. I don't feel bad at all for investigating his room and trying to find out what happened and if they're linked. We haven't taken anything. We didn't blow anything up. The door was unlocked. We haven't done anything wrong. But now we're talking about interrogating people. We have no evidence of having done anything wrong. It just seems very presumptuous.
I just think it's interesting that the two people we're looking for, we can't find.
I mean, how hard have we
That's
really
an
tried?
interrogate.
It's been a day, and a boy who's supposed to be in class all day was not in his room. I can think of 30 reasons why that could be the case.
Mate, I mean, it's been a couple of days that he hasn't been to class, and I get what you're saying, and you're right. Maybe we have jumped to conclusions too quickly about it, but I mean, at the very least, we should at least talk to the guy, right? I mean, that's a good idea, yeah.
That was the whole reason we were coming to town, was to talk to Talnir. Or not Talnir. Talrun.
And an interrogation doesn't necessarily have to be a violent thing. Just
No, we can
I
just talk
don't know
to
that
him.
I don't know that I've ever heard interrogation used in a positive spin.
Well,
I think it's
just ask him
inherently
questions.
negative.
You've got to forgive my sister, mate. Lava is she's a rough one. So I mean, any questions as far as she's concerned is interrogation, and she's just gonna kind of come at people. She can come at them kind of rough. So I'm glad you're here, honestly, because I mean, I really couldn't be held accountable for what she may do. I mean, if it were just up to us to question, as as you can see, she's a bit of a hothead. She plays really cool, but under it all, she's really just all brimstone. So, you know, she says interrogation, but she really means just asking questions. And I think we can do that much. I mean, we don't have to necessarily accuse him of anything, but I mean, if he's got information and we've got proof of it, I mean, maybe we can save ourselves a lot of time and energy by just asking him.
Or, I mean, if you so want to go back to the room, be my guest.
I am just going to follow you guys, but I will continue to assume the best in the people we meet. It is certainly true that there is a darkness and light in everyone, and on some people there's a little more of one than the other. But I'm not going to assume anyone has bad intent until I either see it or see proof of it existing, and I don't see that yet. So you guys can take the lead here, but there are things that I will not do to support you until I see proof.
Of course not, man. We wouldn't want you to. We need you here for that. And like as I say that, I would immediately turn to Estrella and Lava and just be like, no, like, yeah, and continue walking.
Okay. You guys have your little discussion and decide to figure out where you're going to go from here, but that actually is a good place for us to call it for tonight. We're gonna stop a little early, obviously, in preparation for our 24-hour stream. But thank you all. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you guys for playing. It has been a pretty fun night, seeing all of you do some investigation. So, thank you all again so much for watching. We will hopefully see you all tomorrow during our 24-hour stream, which will start at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time and go until the following 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. Key will be starting us off, and I will be ending it for sure. But just be prepared for a lot of different games. We'll be doing trivia. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we hope to see you all there to help support Stack Up as we help support soldiers that are dealing with PTSD. So thank you all.
Aye.
Thank you so much, and we hope to see you all again soon.
Very
Have a
good.
good night, everybody.
Night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.